The mirror principle. If trading feels impossible right now, then I need you to watch this video because most traders think that they need to just fix their strategy. And that is not the case at all. Trading is a mirror of your internal state. The market reflects who you are. It reflects your impatience, your insecurities. It reflects your need for control. It reflects all of your emotional states. Until you understand this, then you're always going to be trying to fix the wrong thing. And then if that's the case, you're never going to improve your trading. So in this video, I'm going to do my best to explain the mirror principle to you so that you can have a visual and understand what I'm trying to explain to you so that you can actually walk away from this video and improve your tradings. You'll be able to look internally and go within and see what you need to fix in order to actually level up in trading. So basically, trading amplifies your internal state. You see, when you have fear, it shows up as hesitation. When you've got scarcity, it shows up as overtrading. And when you're in a state of constantly seeking validation, you're going to force trades. If you have a problem with needing to be right, you always need to be right, you're going to refuse to exit your trades. So you're going to widen your stops and then your losses become bigger because you don't want to admit that you were wrong. And if you're emotionally unstable, then you're going to have inconsistent execution. And if you have the fear of loss, that's going to make you cut your winners early. So this side is one side of the mirror, and this is the reflection. Okay, so this is yourself, and the reflection is on this side of the mirror. Okay, so what you need to understand is that the market doesn't actually create your emotional patterns, it exposes your emotional states. You have to really understand that because that is a huge aha moment for you, and it's going to help you understand what I'm talking about within this video. So trading is one of the few professions where your subconscious becomes visible in real time. There is instant feedback from the market reflecting your internal state. So the way you are inside, your emotional patterns, your demons, all of your flaws, it's going to show up in your trading and it's going to show up instantly. You get instant feedback. If you're in other businesses and you make a mistake, that might not show up for months or sometimes years. So you don't get the instant feedback, whereas trading, you have that instant feedback. And that's a good thing because then you can improve yourself. You can work on yourself. You'll know what to fix by just looking at your trading results. Right now, I'm trying to explain the mirror principle to you as best I can. I did a video about this earlier and it didn't really get my point across as clearly as I wanted. So I thought I'd redo it again for you. So this is the mirror principle. This is what this video is all about. And this is how it actually works. You see, you have the self, which is the trader or you, and then your reality is your results, and that is the reflection in the mirror. You see? And the thing is, this is where traders get it wrong because you want this to change, but it seems like it's over here. So you're trying to change this, your reality or your results. And so what you're doing is you're fixing this part. You're fixing the reflection or your reality in the mirror, thinking that that's going to make this better, the self. And so when you fix the reflection in the mirror, your results, you're trying to basically do it externally by doing strategy, learning more, getting more coaching from a trading coach. You see, all of these things are external. Watching more videos, that's an external thing, thinking that that is the fix. Whereas the actual fix is to fix this person right here, the self. Because the self, this is the thing that is creating the image in the mirror. Does that make sense? You can't change the image in the mirror. You have to change the source of the image, which is over here. And that is the self. That's you as the trader. You see, when the trader or the self has a chaotic mind, they will have chaotic execution. Or when you've got desperate energy, you're going to force your trades. That's how it's going to show up over here. If you've got emotional pressure from your family, your girlfriend, your spouse, your loved ones, or even your financial situation, whatever's giving you emotional pressure, you're going to have emotional decisions. You're going to make bad decisions. You're going to get greedy. You're going to get fearful. And so also, on the bright side, if your nervous system is calm as a trader, you're going to have clean execution. So you can see why it's important to focus on the left side of the equation. You have to focus on the source of the image, the thing that is creating the image. So the thing that is creating your results, which is you. You have to work on yourself. This is the only way to level up in trading. Most people, 99% of traders, are spending their energy fixing the image in the reflection. They're trying to fix the reflection or the result and wonder why it doesn't change. Nothing ever gets better. You can have the best strategy with the highest win rate and you'll still mess up because this part, the source of the image, is the thing that is needing the work. Does that make sense? So let's keep going. So this is why traders get stuck, because it's actually easier to blame the strategy. You can blame the market makers, you can blame the prop firms, you can blame the liquidity, you can blame the war, the list goes on. You could blame your neighbor's dog or the parrot down the road. You can blame everything outside of yourself because it's much easier. When you point the finger at something else, you actually give your power away. You see, when you point your finger and blame something else, there's actually 3 fingers pointing right back at you. And this is what you need to be aware of. To admit that your emotional state is the thing that is affecting your decisions is hard. It's hard to sit down and actually go within because it's never fun to blame yourself. But once you can admit and take responsibility and go within, that's where the true power is. That's where you get your strength from. You see, trading will force you to sit down and confront yourself. It's going to make you realize your impatience. It's going to make you realize how big your ego is. It's going to make you realize all of your fears. It's going to make you realize your need for certainty, that you don't like sitting in uncertainty. You don't like to be uncomfortable. That's weakness. It has to be changed. You have to fix it. You have to work on this. You see, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in trading. There is no certainty. You have to be comfortable doing the inventory work on yourself, going within and being honest with yourself. You can't lie your way out of this. You got to really be honest with yourself and take a look inside. That's where you're going to find all of your flaws. That's where you're going to find the things that you need to tweak and fix and work on. So it's not really that your strategy is broken and you're not even broken. Everything can be fixed. This is the type of work that I do with my students. We get them to change the internal states. Once you can do that, your results will change. Your strategy always worked. It worked without you. You've seen it happening many times, and it's painful. It's so painful when you stop and take your profits too soon and it continues in your direction. And how many times has that happened? Or when you move your stop loss and you widen it and it just keeps going and going and going until you blow your account. And you have to admit at one point that you're wrong. So it's very difficult to admit that you're even addicted to stimulation, that trading is your crutch, that you're addicted to the thrill, to the instant gratification. You get a dopamine hit every time you're correct. So these are the reasons why traders get stuck, because again, they're not working on the self-image or the image on the self. They are trying to work on changing the reflection, which is the results that they're getting. And so if you're doing that, you're always going to be chasing the results. You're always going to be running in circles and chasing your tail. You'll be stuck in a loop. You'll never get better. You see? So you already know that this isn't about strategy. Trading is 99% internal. It's having the right subconscious programming. It's having the right mindset, the right nervous system programming, being regulated all the time. You see, this is the real work. The strategy was the easy part. You can learn any strategy in an hour, in a day. Does that make sense? And so how many strategies have you kept learning over the years, thinking that, this new strategy looks good, this is the one that's going to make me all this money, and then when it comes to the execution, you mess it up and you blow your accounts, you don't follow your rules, you overtrade on the strategy, you FOMO into the trade, you mess it up somehow, and then you're back to square one, scratching your head thinking, what's wrong? The strategy doesn't work. You're blaming the strategy again, and then you try to strategy hop. You go somewhere else. So it really is working on the self. This is the whole point of the mirror image. This is the whole point of the mirror principle. Winning. If you win, winning will also do the same. Winning is also going to expose who you are when you're in profit. You might get funded, and then you're a couple of % away from a payout, and now you have pressure. You have fear of loss. You fear blowing the account or failing the account or losing the profit, and that is because your nervous system isn't familiar with the success, with the profits or the money, you see? And so because of that, you self-sabotage. It's the exact same thing. It's a reflection. It's the mirror reflection. So here are some solutions that you can apply immediately, and hopefully this will help you improve in your trading. So the first thing you can do is journaling. And I'm not talking about journaling your setup or your actual trades. I'm talking about journaling your internal states, your emotions, how you're thinking, what you're feeling at the time. When you're feeling like you're gonna FOMO into a trade, write that down and then try to figure out why you're FOMOing. And also having awareness. If you journal, you are having awareness. You see, because you can have a thought in your head, but that's just an idea. The minute you put it down on paper, and when I talk about journaling, you want to journal on a piece of paper with a blue pen. And that's going to get the thoughts or the emotion out of your head onto a piece of paper where it becomes real. Now you can really become aware of it. You can see it outside of you. And then that's when you can start to work on it. You can slow down. I actually made a video the other day for the 21-day no trading challenge. I'm challenging people to not trade for 21 days and just sit there, work on building their patience, work on building restraint, not allowing them to FOMO into trades. Once you can build that muscle, it's a mental muscle, you're going to become a lot calmer, you're going to automatically regulate your nervous system because the nervous system doesn't feel safe not trading. When it's doing nothing, it thinks you're not working, and then that's why you overtrade, because you're having a nervous system reaction. So the slowing down is part of the 21-day no trading challenge. And I swear to you, if you do that, you're going to automatically rewire your nervous system. And if you want to do that, I've got a PDF for you as well. It's completely free. It's down below. But also, you need to regulate your nervous system. You have to do this constantly. It's not just a one-time thing. It takes time to retrain your nervous system for your new environment, your new state, so that it feels safe in new situations. It feels safe holding profits. It feels safe to take a loss and not revenge trade. This is all part of the solution. You also can do breathing exercises. You can do detachment as well. Learn to detach from your trades, detach from the outcome, detach from your P&L. And you do that by having a process. You create a process and you fall in love with the process, and everything you do is according to the process. So when you take a losing trade, you're not attached to the outcome, you just blame the process. And you say, well, it was the process, it wasn't me. So you don't take it personally. By creating a process, it creates space, distance between you and the outcome. And that's how you detach. You see, so this is the type of work I do. If you want to go deeper, check out the first link in the description, the Inner Edge Pro. If you're new to my channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop your comments below. Let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know if this video resonates with you. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.